Welcome back. The pop rock music duo and sisters Aly and AJ are coming to perform in Seattle this weekend. Yesterday, I got the chance to talk with them about their new music and what fans can expect at this new show. How does it feel to be where you are now and get to experiment with different sounds and genres?
I mean, it feels good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It feels like a natural progression from the music that we were making as young teens. And I'm not surprised that we're at this place. I think I'm excited that it's a place that feels like us, but it feels like this new version because of us taking kind of a step back from the music scene and, you know, really working on our acting careers and then coming back as adults, and making music that not only we enjoy, but our fans are enjoying. And it definitely feels like a little bit of a departure, but I also feel like it's a natural progression of, you know, where we are now in our life and the life experience that we've lived, in the music that we enjoy listening to at home, the shows that we like to go and see ourselves. So I think we've taken a lot of inspiration from many different forms of art to get here.
I love that. I really do. You know, I read that actually you described this new album less like an object and more like the weather. Will you kind of explain what that means?
Yeah, I think, well, first of all, that's not, I mean, that's a quote and it's a beautiful quote, but it's not our direct words. So I don't want to plagiarize, but I will say that I feel very connected to that quote because I do think this album takes you through a weather pattern when you're listening. The funny thing is the weather when we were creating the cycle for this record was all over the place. So when it came to the visuals and the presentation of the music videos and the photo shoots and what we were going to make the cover, the weather was insane. So we were in Vegas, we were in Marfa, we were in LA. This storm kept following us. And we felt like it was kind of such a perfect telling of what this record felt like. I think when you listen to the album, you don't necessarily picture a storm, but I do think that the album, whether it's a positive outlook or a negative outlook, takes you on an up and down that I think is very much like the weather. And it just depends on the mood you're in at the time you're listening. But it's kind of nice to treat this album like it's not an object and like it is the course of life. And life is going to be sunny one day and pouring rain the next. So whether you're from California or Seattle, you're going to get both moods.
I mean, it's always changing. Like we are always changing as women as we grow. Who are you listening to? Like, what artists were you listening to as you made the album? Or are there any other artists that served as inspiration? I'm always curious about that.
I mean, there's a lot of different artists that we listen to and have been influenced by. And I'm sure that goes back to being young children and listening to music that was played in the car or in our home. And, you know, that's from anyone from Beach Boys to Heart to The Police. And I think, you know, now obviously we still enjoy listening to those records, but I think the artists that really inspire us, and the artists that we go and actually see live in concert are artists like The National, My Morning Jacket, War on Drugs, Feist, Angel Olsen. I think, you know, those artists are all putting out fantastic bodies of work and they're very unique to who they are. So, you know, hopefully we can make records many years down the line that we're, you know, continuously proud of. I think that we've started that at least now with The Touch the Beat and with Love From.
That's great. When what can fans expect when they come to see you in concert? What can they expect? I mean, they've known you for many years and seen kind of that transition. So what can they expect now?
Well, I think they can expect definitely a new sound, a new look and perspective on the album and on the live presentation of it. I think the lighting, the instrumentation, the transitions, the kind of era of music we take you guys on, in the sense that we're playing old stuff and stuff from the kind of middle part of our career and the new stuff, it takes you on a really big musical journey. So, I mean, it's almost 2 hours of music just from our set, and a lot of songs. You know, we definitely have like a sprinkle of the past in there, which I think is important for our fans, but I'm excited for them to see an elevated show from last year. You know, it's tricky when you're touring with not a ton of time in between based on the album cycles being so back to back. And so Aly and I put a lot of thought and time into how special and different we can make this show from last year. And I truly believe we've accomplished that from a visual perspective and from an audio perspective. So I'm excited for fans to get into a show and feel the storm that we've created.
And just a reminder, Aly and AJ are performing this Sunday, April 2nd at the Paramount. Well, thank you so much for spending time with us today. You can check our website for more of our content. You can always send us an email and share your thoughts, but most importantly, get out there and enjoy your new day. We'll see you next time.